What is up, everybody, NC?
JC and
We are back with some JCW Lunacy. They're doing a recap showing what happened last week with the investor, Vince Russo, coming out, doing a recap of some of the matches. Kerry Morton beating James Storm for whatever reason. I still don't know what's up with that creative decision.
yeah, I don't know about that. I know they're trying to build up Kerry Morton. You don't do it at the expense of James Storm. I mean, come on now.
He's too green. Like, I don't mind if they make him like a mid-card guy, but he's not your world title guy. Straight up.
No, Kerry Morton should not be your world title guy, and I know people are going to disagree with that. Vince Russo probably would disagree with it. I hear him on that, but Kerry Morton is not world title. Look at the guy. Come on now.
And well, that's the thing too, is he's not even much bigger than the Buster and the Brain. For Vampiro to be saying that they're skinny at the table, Kerry Morton doesn't look like much of a superstar. Just saying. So I'm sorry, guys. If you didn't catch last week's, they had a great cliffhanger that kept all of us on the edge of our seat. So they had Violent J go out for a street fight with Vito. They had been teasing it the whole show. Finally, shit erupted. After the fight, he took a Singapore cane before the fight, took a Singapore cane from Jasmine St. Clair, went out there and started wailing on him. So, we want to see what happens from that. Jay apparently got released from his duties by Vince Russo.
Damn. So at least it's a storyline, it's something. Like, we're not getting any of that from any of the other companies.
No, you get schmoz beatdowns, you get friendship and betrayal, you get, the random NXT guy coming up to do the job. It's so stupid.
Then you get other marks saying, but didn't Vince Russo already do that power struggle storyline? Yeah, but it's entertaining. If it's entertaining, it's entertaining. Your fucking long mark match bullshit is not entertaining.
Well, that's the thing too, is what they love has no storylines to it. Gunther's reign of domination is not a storyline. It's just overbooked, boring jobber guy.
Right.
That's all it is. But right here, what they have been showcasing is personality right off the bat, with people like Vito, Vince Russo, Violent J, all with V's for whatever reason. All these V's, but they're all very talented on the mic, they're all very charismatic, and they've all done a great job in helping to carry the story throughout the show, which is something we've always talked about for the longest time. That's a Russo trademark, is having a story go throughout the show in the background, in addition to all the other stories that are happening.
And everybody else having a story too. That's what I appreciate about Russo's storytelling. So, I'm excited for this. I'm actually looking forward to a wrestling show. So
yeah, well, that's what we were saying. We're like, finally, you guys, if you see wrestling like we do and you're looking for something different, finally, we got a weekly show that we could check out and be entertained by. And that's nothing more that we wanted, not only for us, but for you guys too, because we know that you're fed up with WWE, you're fed up with AEW. Every time you get in an argument with a fan online, it's either an AEW sicko or a WWE tribalist. There's no other way around it. We're tired of that shit. There has to be an alternative. It's not TNA. We tried it. TNA is fucking garbage. It's not MLW or whatever these people say. No, it's JCW. It's the only alternative that we would tell other people about and praise for that matter.
Right. Absolutely. Okay, so they have Violent J coming back. He's confronting Russo.
Cool. And for those wondering how he was able to do that, apparently when he bought into the company, he bought 51% of the shares, which gives him that little bit of an edge to make power.
Because his lawyers, so Russo's saying his lawyers didn't think to read the fine print of the contract.
It's JCW, man. Come on. He is a wrestler. He was trained to be a wrestler before he was a rapper, for those that don't know.
Yeah, a lot of juggalos don't know that.
Trained by the original Sheik, trained with Sabu and RVD, along with Shags. Yeah, if we're getting quiet, it's because Russo's talking, or Jay's talking, or Vito's talking. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we're just trying to hear what's going on.
Yeah.
Ah!
Nice.
Clown in Connecticut.
Mm-hmm. It's just weird to see like top level acting like this on the indies, you know?
Oh yeah. No, it is. Like this is a good promo.
Like, yeah. Poor Mark Roberts and his sparkly gay jackets. I feel so bad for this guy because for those that just started watching JCW, he used to be the top dude at the table, and then fucking Peter Griffin from MLW unseated his ass.
Oh Jay, what are you doing?
Peter Griffin, he's good. Mike Dubrowski is pretty damn good. I'll give him credit.
He is. I'll give him. Yeah, we got to be fair here to the guy. So Big Vito's coming out to the ring with Vince Russo. Vince Russo has a microphone in his hand.
What is it with Italians and leather jackets?
Bro, it makes us look cool, bro.
It's my armor, bro.
The leather armor. Yeah.
I guess so.
All right, so they're kind of. This venue looks a lot better than the last one. I got to give them credit for that.
For sure. Hey, look, at least X-Pac got a camera job. Good for him.
They gave me another chance.
Somebody did. WWE wouldn't.
All right, so Big Vito's cutting a promo.
You think they're gonna fake kill people?
Bro, that is a great idea. We can write people off by killing them, bro.
I learned it from Lucha Underground. I was there for the first season, bro.
Fact.
For
people who don't know, that's a fact.
We almost met him. We came so fucking close to meeting him that day. Oh, well.
Maybe sometime down the line. Who knows?
Yeah. It's still a trip to see people like Vito, Jasmine St. Clair, see their careers get resurrected like this, you know? It's good shit.
It is. Hey, NC, I'll be right back, man.
Yeah, no worries. All right, Russo's taking over on the mic, speaking out to the crowd. They're hanging on his every word. That's what I'm thinking, too. I'm thinking they embrace that rock and roll lifestyle, you know? That gigolo lifestyle, you know, gigolo. Kind of the same thing, right? What? These disrespectful fans. How dare you disrespect Russo like that? Come on. Yeah, Russo a gentleman, sure. Okay, so he said this is the part of the show where usually I would insult you because you're from Wichita, but I'm not that type of guy, so I'm not going to do that. Yeah, Shaggy should be showing up here pretty soon. He was on JCW about a month ago, before they brought in Russo, so who knows? They'll probably bring him back in. Sting is my WCW competitor. I like that he used Seek and Destroy by Metallica as his theme song towards the end of WCW. Yo, Sting's a veteran. He's awesome. Sting is one of the best of all time. Great mic worker. Great in every gimmick that they put him in. He really took whatever was given to him, whether it be WCW or WWF, and made it work to the best. True professional. Not enough people sing his praises. You know, people sing the praises of, you know, Kurt Angle, Bret Hart, Ric Flair. Nah, you got to put Sting in there. Sting's fucking awesome. He said, "This is not Gotham City, it's a television show." Okay. You could have fooled me with that roster, man. They look like Arkham Asylum inmates. Seriously, like, no matter how fat they are, how skinny they are. You got the Penguin and you got the fucking Riddler in there. You got Scarecrow. You got everybody. I know he really likes having a good time. He likes drinking a lot of Faygo, fucking fat chicks.
Yeah.
Being a rock star. That's what Violent J does, man.
It's the way to fucking live, man. Faygo.
That's
You
right.
got to have Faygo. It's just the rules. And I'm abiding by those rules, so I got me some Faygo right now.
I'm betting you he probably pees orange Faygo. It just comes in like it goes out.
The doctor said, I'm a little bit concerned about you, and I said, fuck you, bitch. I'm a juggalo.
I ain't dehydrated. I'm just defagoed.
Nothing a 2-liter of Faygo won't fix. But yeah, man, so I got me a Faygo.
Faygo.
I'll tell you what. Guess the flavor.
I'm gonna guess rock and rye.
Nope. It's the only flavor of Faygo that's named after an ICP, or the other way around. It's it's the only flavor of Faygo that is the name of an ICP song.
Okay, we'll tell the people. Let them know. Don't keep them on the edge of their seats.
All right, okay. You ever heard of a song from ICP called Cotton Candy? Well,
there you go.
that's what we got. So
that would have been great though if they made other songs like Moon Mist and Rock and Rye. Come on.
Opportunities.
Yes.
Let's give it a try. Oh shit, he's cutting a promo on WWE.
Cool. Oh, you just mentioned Triple H.
It's pretty good.
Yes, and he wasn't a very good one either.
No.
Yes. This is so refreshing to see somebody on a televised indie talking shit about Triple H and not sucking his dick.
Like, you never see this.
No.
Could you imagine if TNA did this shit?
Oh, their deal with WWE would be done. They would get no more NXT handouts. And they would probably start poaching them heavily after that.
Not only are we going to end the deal, we're going to take all your guys.
Leon Slater, NXT Purgatory, never to be seen again. Myron Reed, NXT Purgatory. Anybody white, main roster. So King Marcus said, what makes Russo's creative work is that he'll always have a story and character motivation for every member in a roster that works best. I've always looked at it like this. If you're handed a locker room, doesn't matter if they're ECW.
Hold up, NC.
Scarlett?
I'm so sorry for interrupting. He just cut a promo on JC.
I saw him say Scarlett for whatever reason.
So he was saying, hey, Cross and Scarlett, you're welcome here anytime.
Wow. Okay. Wow, a public invitation. No, I don't mind you interrupting me for that. That's perfectly reasonable right there.
I apologize, but it had to be pointed out.
Well, it's almost like that's the one thing that we can always give to Russo is we'll say something and he'll try to make it happen. He uses his connections in the industry to try to make wrestling better for people that want good wrestling, like us. So you can't deny that this guy is listening to the good fans out there, the casuals. Yeah. He's listening to the ones that matter. That's why I tell all you guys, make your opinions heard, whether it be YouTube videos, support JCW, whatever it takes. Because this man will listen to you and he will actually help you. Like Triple H, what he'll do is he'll suck the dick of all these fucking English bots and Indian bots, anybody who will basically put over his garbage. And he won't do it for anybody else. But with somebody like Russo, everybody dumps on Russo. But the people who are actually intelligent respect his work. So if you respect Russo's work, put him over, man. Put this guy over and let people know that he's going to try to make wrestling better. Right there, that just showed me. Because this was probably like about a month and a half ago?
Something like that.
He's been listening for a while. He's going to try to make shit happen. That's a very comforting thing to see on live TV. Or not live, as close to live TV as we can get. It's airing live for us, even though it's taped.
Well, and like the thing about like what we want out of wrestling and what Vince Russo wants out of wrestling,
similar.
It's like 95% the same thing, you know?
Like I would even say closer to that. I'd say it's like 99 to 100. There's very few things that we disagree upon. So
it's just good to see this. It's just really good to see that.
Refreshing.
It's not only good to see Vince Russo getting it, but like we talked about, it's good to see even Matt Hardy getting it. You know?
Well, I think it's just to the point where a lot of these wrestlers, they're just fucking tired of it. And when they see Vince Russo making moves, He's the only one right now that is making moves. That's why we are watching the show, besides being lifelong juggalos. He's making the moves that we need to see on TV. Nobody else is doing this type of fucking shit. Everybody else is sucking Indy dick or sucking Triple H's dick or sucking Meltzer's dick. That's all they want to do. They don't want to stand out. They don't want to go against the grain. Russo's not afraid to do that. That's why we show him props. So, yeah, back to what Marcus was saying. That's one thing that we've always liked, too, is he'll take an ECW roster, JCW roster, doesn't matter what it is, and he'll make the most out of it. He'll be like, you know what? You're not all weaknesses. There's some strengths there. Let's play them up. Let's hide those weaknesses and show off your strengths. And I love that. You know, that's what a booker should do with all talents. Wow, a lot of butt cheek. Okay. Sorry. Marcus says, so that's always something to invest in. How veterans in the industry don't capitalize on this concept is beyond me. Well, that's the most frustrating thing, too, is like when you have a roster full of people, Triple H may be looking at them like, oh, well, can they cut a shitty promo? Can they wrestle without botching? Okay, that's it. That's all you need. We look at somebody like, let's say Maxine Dupree, and we're like, okay, she's pretty. She's not the greatest wrestler, but she's good on the mic. She's charismatic. She's got a good gimmick. Let's roll with it. Let's have her be a good manager or valet.
Sure.
And you look at somebody like, let's say, LA Knight. You don't hold them back. The fans want him to be a champion. You make him a champion. It doesn't even have to be world champion. Make him a fucking champion.
Well, it's just because it's all about ego at the end of the day. It's all about Triple H's ego and what he wants out of WWE. So, like, everything that's going wrong in WWE right now, and we could talk about the ratings, but I'm not going to do that. We'll save that for the ratings rundown. But I'll just put it this way: it's like everything that's happening to Triple H is happening because of his ego. It's what we talk about all the time. It's veteran wrestler ego. Because they've been in the industry for 30 years, they think they literally know everything about everything, and when they get in charge of booking, the ratings end up tanking. Because they what appeals to them is very, very niche.
Well, and that's the thing, too, is like immediately if you were to bring up the 2 weeks in a row that they didn't show up on Netflix, the Smarks would be like, oh, look at this week. Did you see this past week? They were number 2 behind Stranger Things. So they always have cope. They always have cope. They always have something to go with. And that's not going to be consistent. Because after this, you don't have John Cena to embarrass and humiliate anymore. You don't have Brock for much longer. You don't have Roman for much longer. They're going to try to do all they can, and they're going to fucking fail. And it doesn't help, too, that you got people like Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins saying, I don't want to bring any more veterans in, any more legends in. We don't need that. We need to support the current roster that we got. So when you got the quote-unquote quarterback saying that, doesn't bode well. Just saying.
No, it doesn't bode well at all. Wow. I could save it for the ratings rundown before what I'm looking at now. Yeah, not good.
No, and even with SmackDown, not good either. You know, there's no growth on either brand, and that's my whole point. Is like, for anybody that wants to jack off about the ratings, there is no growth. It's always a sliding scale from what I found, 200 to 300,000 every single week. Nothing major, nothing huge, just current degradation or a slight bump up that goes back down again in another week or two. It's an abacus. That's what it is. Slide it over again. Okay, slide it over again. Slide it over. It's an abacus.
Yep.
JT said, I do feel my PSP faction would thrive in JCW. Now they would, because they're charismatic and they're colorful. They're characters. That's what JCW is. And that's why I really hope they can take, like, who they got in this match right now. So you got Suicide, you got Shane Mercer, and you got Ninja Mac. What they need for all of these characters is characters, so to speak. Shane Mercer, I guess he's a mercenary because of his name. All I see is a guy who tries to be like a Mai Tai Brock Lesnar. Suicide, he's the silent assassin. Okay, why isn't he? Why aren't you teaming up the assassin with the mercenary? You know, come on.
Something you could do there, man, but they choose not to.
Jeez.
Yep.
It's Bullseye said, when are we going to get Becky Big Chin? You'll get it on the news this Sunday. So if you guys haven't seen Becky Big Chin, you can tune in for the TWRP World Premiere. It's already on Bullsey's channel, but you can tune in for the TWRP World Premiere on Sunday. So, Becky Big Chin. It's like a fucking wrecking ball, man. You thought Nikki Bella had one now. So Chapter 2 said, what music fan base is comparable to Juggalos? Die Hard, family like maybe the Grateful Dead, like the Deadheads, because they've been going for a long time. They got that family type environment. Metal really doesn't have, that I can think of, a fan base kind of like that. All metalheads are kind of fucking, they're either super cool or standoffish. You'll never find an in between.
Yeah, the Tool, nothing against Tool, but the Tool army doesn't compare to Juggalos.
No. I'm trying to think right now, even for country or rap, there really isn't that family type environment. Because that's the thing too, is like I've seen people fight it at every single fucking show out there, except for ICP shows. I've never seen fans fight.
No.
I mean, sure, they might get a little rough in the mosh pit, but they're hugging afterwards. So, no, it's just, I can't think of maybe Grateful Deadheads. That's about it, I guess.
Yeah, I think probably about that. But honestly, I really don't think any. Yeah, I don't think any group really compares to the Juggalos. Like that's something very unique that Violent J has created. Well, Violent J and Shaggy, of course, but.
Well, that's the crazy thing too, is that they even said that they didn't create the word Juggalo. They said that like just one day it just started showing up and they were calling their fans Juggalos, so they just went with it. So, truly organic moment, seriously.
For sure.
So King Marcus was saying, at this stage, I'd rather all the remaining towns like McIntyre, LA Knight, Tony Storm, Braun Breaker, etc. from all the big feds just turn up in JCW. AEW is doomed and WWE is a soulless scam. The big problem with JCW, though, is I think how much money they can spend on the roster. It's hard for me to say what they got in their budget and what they'd be willing to spend and who they'd be willing to bring in. I'd love to see those towns turn up, but they would probably charge a lot. I do know that Vince Russo now has given invitations to Drew McIntyre, to Karrion Kross, and to Scarlett, so Killer Kross, excuse me. So that's definitely a good thing. And they would probably be. I could at least see Kross and Scarlett being affordable, but McIntyre, he's gonna come with a big price tag. LA Knight's gonna come with a huge price tag. Tony Storm's gonna probably come pretty pricey too. Same with Braun. So I think Kross and Scarlett are gettable. The other ones, maybe if JCW gets more money, they start getting more fan attention, they get a TV deal, possibly. It's all about money at the end of the day, and Violent J can't foot it everything. He's not Tony Khan. He's a rich businessman, but he's not Tony Khan. So, yeah,
that's true. I mean, it's like they're growing right now. They're growing, so it's going to take a bit of time. They got to raise the money, but I do think that if they keep growing, you're going to see bigger and bigger names in JCW.
Oh, no, totally. And that's exactly how it is. There's no middle ground. They're either douchebags or chill.
Right.
That's metalheads, man. It is what they is. So, Bullseye was saying, Becky should use her chin as a finisher. We'll call it the Jawbreaker, the most devastating jaw in the history of mankind. Well, what would it be like Chris Benoit's diving headbutt, but she dives her chin into your face? Like, what would that be? Would she use it like a fucking pendulum and smash you in the balls? Like, how would that go about? It's dangerous either way.
Dangerous either way. With that chin,
Yes.
Come on, you can kind of good.
You can kind of see why Jay pushes Ninja Max so much after saying he likes Pentagon and fucking Shinsuke Nakamura. There you got the perfect mix right there. Masked dude from Japan.
And he's affordable too, so
He's cheap. He's on the cheap.
He's on the cheap.
He did a really shitty Canadian Destroyer on Shane Mercer and got a roll-up pin. Yay.
Yeah, hey, Russo, I don't know about that match. Like, I mean, it didn't go too long. It went like, 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes?
Bro, I got to let Jay get his flippy flop shit in, bro.
No, you tell Jay no. Bro, I am 51% invested, bro. I make the rules. If I want matches to be under 5 minutes, bro, they will be under 5 minutes, bro.
Bro, I heard Vine is making a comeback. We're going to have 9-second Vine matches.
Hey, yeah, I'd be cool with that. 9 second, 3 second, 1 second matches. Fuck it. If you could do a 1 second match, I'd be cool with it.
Like, fuck speed. Just we need to do. We need to do a new thing called Wrestling Shows in a Minute. Where you just talk about a whole fucking 3-hour show and be like, yeah, the show's fucking garbage. This shit was cool. Like, for example, for Raw, yeah, Braun Breaker promo, LA Knight gets hurt, the end. That's all that happened.
Just have like 61-minute matches on a show. Of like the pay-per-view is like 61-minute matches.
Perfect. All right, so they're showing some weird AI commercial with ICP eating ice cream and bleeding from their mouth because it's like got razor blades in it or something.
Because why not?
They got Kid Rock with his feathered wolf hair running to a closet. He should be running out of the closet. Stranger Things. I guess they're promoting Stranger Things on this. I don't know what's going on.
They got the weirdest sponsors on the show, dude. It's weird.
Why are they promoting a YouTuber that has half of our followers? What the hell?
Dead bug. Oh.
Maybe
he's a good dude. I don't know.
Yeah, he might be cool. I ain't hating. I'm just like,
no,
like, bro.
Bruh.
What do I think of the creative team? What do we think of the creative team of Brian Gewirtz, Vince Russo, Shawn Michaels, and Jeremy Brash? I think on paper it's a great thing if they can all work together. If there's that synergy, if they can all get together and work together, fuck yeah, man. All I know right now is Vince Russo and Violent J are like peanut butter and jelly. So
they're doing great.
I don't want to fuck that up, man. Like, if something is this good and they're gelling this well and things are working out, just let it flow, man. But if he does get a big offer, I think that could, and they can't work out, I think that could be a good creative team. I'm not going to lie.
Absolutely. Oh, so Vince Russo is confronting Vito about, it's like, you run things, bro? Bro. I'm in the investor.
So is he asking him where he's spending the money? It's obvious on Jasmine St. Clair. Yeah. Come on, man.
You know, Vince. Come on. You watching the show? Come on now.
It's not a mystery. He's implying that Vito is sleeping around with Jasmine St. Clair. She's a porn star. She's clean. They get tests like every 3 months or some shit.
All right, so Vince Russo is saying, bro, don't go into business for yourself, bro. All right.
Put the fucking title on James Storm.
Damn right.
Put the fucking title on James Storm, dude. There's nobody else. James Storm.
He's the guy.
He's the man.
This is my office.
I'm okay, hot man. Just enjoying some Tangy.
Bro, anything on a poll is over.
Cool. Hey, bring it back, man. Are they bringing back the beer on a pole match? Is that what's going on here? Cool. So Lord Wally was saying, if you don't mind me asking about my heel character, in which era do you think he succeed? Ruthless Aggression or PG era? I think more so because of your sense of humor, I would veer towards Ruthless Aggression. I think that would fit best for him. Just saying.
Yeah. And Vince Russo says, "Do it drunk." What?
I think that's cool for Phillip. I think that's cool for Phillip Rivers, man. Very, very happy for him. If he's physically able, good for him, man. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So, like, yeah, as a Chargers fan myself, it's like seeing Phillip Rivers come back to the Colts at 44. It's like they've got a lot of talent on that roster. If they can somehow get to the fucking playoffs, and Justin Herbert's first playoff win comes by defeating a Phillip Rivers Colts, dude, that's like, it's bittersweet.
Dude, these guys, Jordan Oliver's like, get out of my way, you fat bitch. They're skinny, but I like these fuckers, man. I like these guys. They got a little something.
They got something.
So King Marcus said, the guy speaking of Russo looks like a buff masculine version of a straight edge society CM Punk who had a love child with AJ Styles. If you haven't seen James Storm before, we're old school TNA fans, man. We were raised on beer money, so we know who.
Cowboy.
Yeah, we know who James Storm is for sure. But if you don't know who James Storm is, you probably should get to know who he is. He's an industry veteran. He's a guy who Paul Heyman wanted to bring in as a glorified jobber. That's literally what he wanted to have him do. Bring him on TV just to job. What the fuck?
He's too good to job out. Like, why would you do that? James Storm, come on now.
Gets a veteran, and the veteran can teach these younger wrestlers a thing or two in the ring.
No, Paul. No, you don't job out James Storm. James Storm could be, honestly, James Storm could be the WWE World Champion right now, and he would look believable.
Well, and you know what the thing is, too, is, granted, people would get confused if he started feuding with Drew McIntyre, but it'd still be entertaining.
It would be, but, like, and he's not too much, older? What is he, like, 43, 44? He's not that old, compared to everybody else.
Look at WWE age now. It's now, your prime is being 37 years old. So if you're 37 years old, you're in your prime in WWE. The shift has ended. It's to the point where, dude, as long as you can still fucking wrestle, you'll have a job in wrestling. Ric Flair, I guarantee you, if he went and said to JCW, hire me and pay me in vodka, they would.
Like, whoa, I got another run left of it, just pay me in vodka.
He don't need car show commercials anymore. He's got official vodka sponsors from JCW. Good for him.
And Jay's like, I don't know, man. Maybe we should. Russo, what do you think, bro?
Bro, it's cheap. I can afford like a fucking crate of vodka for like $50, bro. No problem. I got it.
They pay him in the fucking like cheap fucking Popov vodka.
No, even worse, the Vaughn's charcoal filtered vodka.
Oh God. Ugh. I mean, if you're drinking that shit straight, hey, more power to you. You gotta mix that shit.
My favorite was when I was in a grocery store and they were like they were about to close. Like it was like 11:30, 11:40 at night. And this one fat drunk bitch that had a shit stain on the back of her gray sweatpants, she came in and like me and my buddy were just checking out the beer. She goes down the vodka aisle and we can see it from where we're looking. And she takes a bottle of vodka off the shelf, drinks the whole fucking bottle, belches, puts the bottle down and walks out of the store.
What the fuck?
I was like, holy shit. Now I can understand why she got the shit stain on the back. You know, she probably can't even fucking control her bowels anymore.
Like, you know what? You paid us with entertainment. You're good.
I was like, all right, that's good to go. I won't tell loss and prevention about you or whatever.
Well, it's because you're just in amazement. You're like, damn.
It's a bum, dude. It's a bum having a fucking good time. Let her drink, man. So speaking of good times, we got the clowns in the ring right now. They're blowing balloons. And Jordan Oliver is popping the balloon. He's pissed off. Alec Price is just raging on the outside.
So, hey,
what's up?
So real quick,
Sure.
so while this match is going on, would you mind if we talk about some ideas we got for JCW, like recommendations?
Oh, yeah, no. So we were doing a little bit of brainstorming last night, you know, after our last broadcast. We do that from time to time. And just talking about ideas for what we'd like to see in JCW, you know. I'm taking you did a little notepad of it, or I could freestyle a couple, but
we could freestyle it, dude. Yeah, I got it. And I even got like a new idea that I was thinking of last night for JCW. It's something they could do at Gathering.
Well, and one thing I'd like to see more of, we didn't mention it last night, is I would like to see like a fun house type match. I would love to see them take like an actual fun house and make a wrestling match out of it. I think having a match or even an event like a dark carnival type event would be fucking sick. Fights on the Ferris wheel, you know, fights in the fucking cotton candy stand, on the go-karts. There's so much that can be done because it's never really been done. A wrestling event in a carnival, I think it'd be fucking crazy. On top of that, though, we were talking about ICP songs being wrestler gimmicks. You know, like Dead Body Man, for example.
Cemetery Girl.
And we were recommending who would be brought in for those types of roles. I'm thinking, if they can't get Boogeyman, make him Dead Body Man. I would love to see Boogeyman side to JCW. I think he's the perfect mold for it.
For sure. And then for him, for sure, for Dead Body Man. For Cemetery Girl, we're talking about like Abaddon, or maybe even Priscilla Kelly. Like if she wanted to come in as Cemetery Girl, pair her up with the zombies. And like give her like a cut up version of, because that's the thing is like ICP, they own their own music. Why aren't you using it? And then why aren't you using more ICP concept? Like you own all this IP, use it. You know.
Well, the thing about Abaddon and the thing why I think that's a good choice first off is because she really gets into the character, and I know that if you made her an undead zombie, she would fucking roll with that shit. And maybe she's using that makeup to cover her face up for a good reason. I'm just saying with Priscilla Kelly, I don't want to see that pretty face covered up, you know? Just saying.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I mean, there's other chicks on the indies that you can use for sure that could do that role. I mean, there's just ideas that we got.
Absolutely, no.
Yeah. So I got an idea for like a Gathering of the Juggalo show. Tell me what you think about this.
Sure.
Like JCW, if you're gonna like go big, you got to have a big once a year pay per view, right? Like WrestleMania, Bound for Glory. What's fucking Double or Nothing? I think is, or no, All In is AEW's.
Right.
You know what JCW should call theirs?
What's up?
Hatchet Mania.
Well, they have Stranglemania. They've been doing that. I think they've been doing that on a yearly basis. I like the idea of Hatchet Mania, but I want to say they already got Stranglemania going. I could be wrong on that. I know they did back in the day. I've been trying to keep up on their most recent events. Powder Keg was a really big event for them, and then the 2-night event that they had with GCW at the Gathering of the Juggalos. So yeah, no, I'd love to see a big WrestleMania event. That would be really, really sick for them, and really just bring the big guns. You know. Bring every big free agent that you can get, if not for a match, for a segment, for something, you know?
Well, no, absolutely. And the cool thing with Gathering of the Juggalos is you have a lot of people in attendance right there. Just have it be a part of the gathering.
Well, that's the great thing that I know a lot of people wouldn't want to sit through it because there's a lot of GCW wrestlers, but that was the great thing about the GCW versus JCW 2-night event. They had a shit ton of people out there in the crowd. It looked like a music festival with the wrestling ring in the middle of it. But no, they had a big-ass crowd, a lot of death matches if you're into that shit. I think next year's going to be bigger. I think especially with the eyeballs. Let me put it this way. So before we went live, I was looking at the view count for all the people in the lobby for JCW Lunacy. 230, man. It's probably like fucking 300 or 400, 500 by now. So
dude, it's way more than that.
Yeah, this shit is catching on fire right now. It's catching on fire, and by the time of Gathering next year, you're going to see a lot of non-juggalos going to attend this shit. This is how I think Russo's going to bring a lot of people in.
Well, I mean, he already is. He's already, quadrupled JCW's viewership for their episodes. They were getting like 10,000 views a video. Now they're getting 40,000, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Monsters Inc. right off the bat, that would be the one, because you need a solid, bulky, heel, stable right there. So, so check this out. Because I didn't see it in a while, but 1.3K are watching right now on their stream. That's pretty awesome.
1.4.
Okay, 1.4. Okay, so you're reporting 1.4. Either way, that's pretty damn cool. 1.411 are watching JCW. That is really fucking cool. I love seeing that, man. And let's get it up to 2. Let's get up to 5, man. And I'm even grateful that 82 of you are here right now watching JCW with us. That's pretty dang cool. So appreciate the support, especially for something that I know it's not a big name like AEW or WWE or TNA, so there's not that there's not that hype behind it, but we're hoping with Russo really getting this going that you'll see the hype that we're providing, and that it's legit. We're not hyping this up for no fucking reason. We get nothing out of this, dude. We're just looking for a good show every week to watch. All we get out of it is a good, entertaining show.
And right now, I got to say, just like last week's, the matches are they're pretty short. There's a storyline building throughout the show. Do I mind that Vince Russo is heavily featured in it? No, because he's one of the main characters with the storyline, so that makes sense. I like what's going on, and I think that we're knowing Vince Russo's formats, the good stuff is going to be at the end.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to it, man. So, Bullseye was saying, based on TWRP storylines, which ones are the best? Held Together with Glue, TWRP Therapy, King Richard, or Time Travel. I would even throw PSP in there too. I honestly, I don't want to pick one because I can't pick one. And the reason why is because I think that all of you bring a certain creative edge to your characters that makes them stand out. Like, for example, with Held Together with Glue, we're always seeing all the trials and tribulations that CM Punk is going through. And just how he tries to act like such a tough guy, even though he's the most fragile man on the planet. So I love, and I love the songs that have gone behind that. There's so much creativity and creative energy behind that. TWRP Therapy, I love that because it's always somebody different. It really allows us to just freestyle. King Richard is fascinating to me because we get that historical perspective. Like for me, I love watching the History Channel when I get a chance, and to see a guy who really knows history as well as King Richard put us in these weird situations. Fascinating in a good way. Good weird. It's very cool, man. I appreciate that. And even with the time travel, I love that too, because it allows us to go to different time periods and try out different things. So the one thing I love is when you guys just don't let us do the same thing over and over and over again, and you really let us be creative and let us try out different characters, different scenarios. The limits are your imagination. And we love fulfilling all of your imagination here through all your impressions. So thank you to everybody out there who sends in their stories. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. We love doing it. It's fun for us, too.
Yes, absolutely. So Hotman was wondering, are the Ravens going to miss the Super Bowl this year after we possibly leak the Super Bowl? People are starting to know about that information. And isn't this fun? Isn't this fun? Because we started talking about this shit about probably 3 years ago. Talk about, how you could tell from the banners ahead of time what was going to happen, who was going to win, who was going to lose. And people are starting to finally realize the patterns, and they're starting to finally realize that their favorite sports out there are fixed. I even saw this meme online that had been circulating. It was this chick, she got offended at this post where somebody was comparing LeBron to The Undertaker. And she said, "Miss me with that fake-ass shit." And I'm thinking to myself, dude, basketball is one of the most rigged sports out there. I'm not going to say anything because I would get flamed by retards, but I'll say it here on my show. Yes, on our show. Yes, basketball's fucking rigged. Football's rigged. Yeah. Everything you like is rigged. Even UFC is rigged. They're even showing that now with the FBI investigation. Everything we love is rigged. All that matters is the entertainment. Don't put emphasis on whether something is real or not. Nothing is fucking real in entertainment. All that matters now is how entertaining it can be. That's all that matters.
Well, and I think that's look at what's happened to the Chiefs. I think the NFL knew that the Chiefs were getting so fucking stale and played out and boring. It's like, really again? Okay, Chiefs are going to win the AFC Championship and Super Bowl again and again. And then you look at them this year. They've completely fallen off. They are behind the Chargers right now. The Chargers are in second place, so that's why I bring them up. But it's like, to me, I think what the NFL is trying to do is they're trying to, at least in my opinion, is they could be orchestrating a really good storyline of a team that was falling apart, but pulled it together in the end to persevere and win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and it's like the same thing even happens in music. How bands will fade away for fucking 10 years and then they'll have a big comeback out of fucking nowhere and they'll be real popular. Even celebrities. I mean, look what happened to Mike Tyson. He faded out of the spotlight for the longest fucking time, then came back in that Hangover movie. So it's like, they go in phases, man. No worries, JT. You offer the creativity, man, along with everybody else, and we appreciate that.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman is an egotistical asshole. That's why he wanted to fuck over James Storm. I mean, I'm still just tripped out about the stuff that Paul Heyman has done. Because he has done a lot for the industry, don't get me wrong. I mean, he was the booker of one of my favorite companies of all time. So it's very hard for me to talk shit about him. But at the same time, he's done a lot of dirtbag shit, especially in WWE. He does a lot of snake shit to cover his own ass. It's obvious why he's as important and powerful as he is now. He's a very smart guy and he knows how to pull the system.
He does. And that's... you got to give Paul Heyman credit. We hate the guy, but he knows how to work the system. He's a very smart guy. I just think he's so far in that fucking Mark bubble echo chamber in WWE right now that I think to some degree, Paul Heyman has changed.
I think they all do. I think they all change. I mean, Triple H, he's always kind of been that scumbag of a motherfucker, but he's become more power hungry over the years. And I'm sure the same thing has happened to Paul Heyman. He actually gets a taste of that WWE power, that real power, and he thinks he's the best manager on the planet. He thinks he's more powerful than anybody else under Triple H. Maybe he is. I don't know how much power they lend out to Paul, but he seems pretty impervious. I'll say that much.
Yeah, it's making the product stale. I mean, I can mention it. I can mention it now. Or do you want me to mention it on the news? I want to just save the ratings for the news, or
you could mention it. Yeah. My whole thing is that if we're trying to pay attention to something, I don't mind if you talk about ratings for AEW or NXT, but if we're trying to pay attention to let's say for example JCW or Old School SmackDown. Mm-hmm. I want to be able to relay what we're talking about. I don't give a shit if it's AEW or NXT or some fucking new shit. We could talk over that shit all fucking day. But if it's let's say, for example, it's James Storm beating the shit out of Kerry Morton, I just want to be available, to talk about that and react to that.
No, I totally understand. I totally understand, but I'll put it this way. like I said, it's not good for WWE.
No, for sure, man. Well, and then, yeah, anybody who looks at the Raw ratings and the SmackDown, there'll be a lot of fucking copers out there that will say, oh, well, they were number 2 in the top 10 for a day. Okay. Well, they're not anymore, so fuck off. Where were they last week and the week before? Not in the top 10. Fuck off.
Exactly. Right, yeah.
And that's the thing, too. What people don't look at, if a TV show can unseat Raw for 2 weeks, that's not good. This is a live weekly show. And all it takes is Stranger Things having a new season to unseat it for half a month.
But it's not even just Stranger Things. Like, if it was just Stranger Things, that'd be one thing. Like, taking up 5 spots.
Yeah, the Diddy Doc. I forgot about that.
The Diddy Doc is one of them. The fucking Holiday Baking Championship is another. The Matt Rife Comedy Special is another. Like, you have shows there that are kicking the shit out of WWE in the ratings right now. Like, there's no fun. And those shows don't cost $500 million a year to produce. They're not paying $500 million a year to the fucking Holiday Baking Championship to give them shows that beat WWE.
Yo, in all fairness, though, Holiday Baking Championship is the fucking shit, man.
True.
I will be enthralled by that shit and seeing the crazy creations that people will make up. Like, it really is crazy, dude. The stuff that they come up with, they get more creative every year. So yeah, I always make sure to check out the Halloween Baking Championships and the Christmas Baking Championships. So yeah, right now they got a literal glove on a pole match. I don't know if that glove has thumbtacks in it. I don't know if it's laced with anthrax. I don't know if there's like like baby crabs inside of it. I don't know what the fuck is up with that glove, but damn it, it's dangerous.
Baby crab, they got fucking like bullet ants in there. They're fucking biting their skin.
Fire ants, bullet ants, all types of fucking ants ready to bite their skin. So, King Marcus said, got to love and how in less than 30 minutes there's been 2 solid matches already. In WWE's logic, that would be 2 hours of peasants are lucky, LOL. What it would be is it would be 2/3 of a Pentagon versus Isla Dragunov match with commercial breaks.
And then Triple H's mentality is, did you enjoy the show?
No, I thought it was slop. I thought it was shit that only fucking British and Indian bots online like. Fuck you.
I don't know, guys. I thought Monday Night Raw had a banger tonight. No.
Hey, that's the one thing we can agree upon. They're taking up our entire nation, and even better, they're ruining wrestling just like us.
Thank you, India.
No, like, there's some cool Indian fans out there.
Oh, yeah.
Like Seampaw, for example. Yeah, there's some cool British fans out there. You know, we will never deny that. We got the cool ones. But I'm just saying that right now, WWE has a very bad epidemic with Indian bots and UK bots. Very, very bad.
Well, those bastards, they'll flag your shit down, like, in an instant. It's always WWE India. It's never WWE, like, US or anything else. It's always fucking WWE India. Like, if you think you're safe, no, they'll fucking get you.
Well, because WWE India's YouTube channel, they post all the really fucking obscure shit that you think that the Vault would never post. And you're like, okay, I can show this on my clip show, no problem. Nope. Nope. Fucking WWE India put up that obscure clip that only fucking 2 people watched. They're still gonna flag you for it.
Yeah, fuck, like, if we could ever do another top 10 sucks, like, I would want to do it on fucking WWE India, but I can't because those motherfuckers would flag it down.
Immediately it would get. But they were not allowed that. Must flag it down.
That is hate speech and cyberbullying. Flag it down.
Exactly, and that's a great thing too. Is like, since everything is run with AI nowadays, there's no moderation. So you know. Yeah, it's really is like a digital wild west out there right now. I don't know if you saw Charlie's video, Moist Critical's video.
What happened?
He was just basically talking about how AI moderation is just tanking YouTube channels for no reason. It's crazy, man. It's crazy that it's come to that. And yeah, basically the head guy of YouTube was saying that there's going to be even more AI moderation in the future. I'd say, yeah, at the very least, if it comes down to somebody's livelihood being terminated, why wouldn't you involve a human?
Right.
So.
Well, because I'll tell you what's going to happen is lawsuits is what's going to happen.
Oh, there's already is a couple people trying to sue him. It doesn't have to be like that. All it takes is a little bit of responsibility on on all people's ends, and all is good, you know?
Well, but the problem with it is that like you don't want to lose your high value content creator, because pretty much what you're going to have is content creators that produce like fucking kid shit, like Baby Shark and all that garbage.
Well, exactly, yeah, and we don't want to see that shit, man. So
No.
So let's see. I think we forgot this one. Why is H booking Rio EO with overt sexual vibes? Because he knows that there's a lot of lesbian fans out there, and a lot of fat soy dudes who think that they're lesbians. That
Like Triple H.
Yeah, they get off on that shit. They think that it's fucking hot to see these two ugly women, I guess, overting in lesbian fantasy. So. It's to appease a very niche fan base online, and that's why we get those awful promos. That's why we get the lesbian cringe. So, for that little fucking fan base online that sucks WWE's dick and loves their fucking terrible slop. That little fucking piece.
And it just sucks. It's not even entertaining. Like, if it was entertaining, that'd be one thing. But it's not even that.
Well, because they're not good actors. That's the one thing about Rhea, is she's good for just appearance. Like, she'd be great as like a China. Like, she just stands in the background and smiles and looks tough or whatever. But the minute that she talks, no, she's not there. She's too young. She's too green to be shoved in our face as the top girl.
She really is. It's just, she's not ready. And that's the thing. Like, we try to keep saying that she's not at that level. Cornette may disagree. Cornette literally said that he thinks that she's better on the mic than The Rock is. I'm not kidding. You can find that quote.
Wow.
Yep.
He's such a fucking simp, and that's why I don't get why anybody... Here's the whole thing, is if you put over women just because of the way they look or the fact they make your dick hard, I'm going to be like, no, dude, no. I'm going to call that shit out. I'm gonna flat out say, you're thinking with your fucking dick and you're not thinking with your brain. Io's not a fucking star, Rio's not a fucking star. They're just spank bait. That's it.
Well, it's like when we put women over, like Harley Cameron. It's like, yeah, she's got a pretty face and big knockers, but she's entertaining.
She's the total package.
Yeah.
All right, cool. James Storm got his revenge, beat Kerry Morton. It took him like 10 minutes, but he finally fucking did it. So good for him.
Is someone coming out to the ring? What's going on?
Oh, I want to say, didn't Harley Cameron win a title?
She did. I think she won the fucking AEW tag team title or something like that. I don't know what it's called.
Her and Willow. Okay, cool. Awesome.
Right.
Yeah, I'm glad for they. You know what? They deserve to be champions.
They do.
I'm glad to see that. And yeah, that's the thing too. Is like every talent that we put over, not only are they attractive, marketable, but they're also good on the mic and good wrestlers. We don't put over slops. We put over the whole package.
Yeah, like with Mandy Rhodes, like, yeah, Mandy's attractive, but Mandy's also great in the ring and a good mic worker and just has that charisma. It's like, we don't just put them over because they look good. We put them over because they're talented.
Absolutely. And that's what we really want more than anything, is we just want to put over people that will resonate, not only with our fan base, but I think with everybody else out there. I really feel like people like Scarlett, Harley Cameron, you see these women on posters, they're going to be stars. You're going to get fans that don't give a fuck about... People that don't give a fuck about pro wrestling watching that shit.
Oh, no, you are, for sure. All right, so we got Too Tough Tony in the back with Willie Mack.
All right. Both looking fat as shit. We love them for it, though.
It's who they are.
Yes.
Guys, I don't want any problems, bro.
Well, why is he at a bar? Is he going to serve him drinks? What's going on back here?
Bro, do you want a gin and tonic or a Jack and Coke, bro?
Bro, I don't know how to make a cosmopolitan, bro, okay? It's too fancy for me.
Bro, you're asking me for these fancy pants drinks, bro. Bro, Jack and Coke, and that's all I got, bro.
Bro, you're lucky you're not getting jailhouse wine, okay? I mean, shit, literally, you could make jailhouse wine from an orange Faygo. Just get that, get a little bit of yeast, crack the fucking, the seal a little bit, let it sit on yourself for about, like 4 or 5 days? There you go.
I got it. Like, it is kind of fun to make your own alcohol, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh, especially if it's got the screw top. The screw tops are perfect because you can crank it open just a little bit to let the gases out and let oxygen get in. And, yeah, I mean, literally in 3 to 4 days, you'll have yourself some alcohol.
You know what I did? Like, years, like like 10 years ago or something like that. I took like a balloon and I poked a hole in it, and then I used that as the gas trap or whatever it's called, the air trap.
The balloons work well, but I've always found like the cap is just the easiest. It comes with the soda.
Yeah.
Good to go. You're in the container. It's no fuss, you know?
No, I hear you on that.
All right. So he was just telling them not to eat too much, you know, or else they might throw up or poop the ring. You know, he doesn't want to have to.
Bro, if you keep eating, you will explode, bro.
You will poop and puke all over the ring, bro. We can't have anybody cleaning that shit up, bro.
We can't afford to clean up, bro. Look at this place. Come on now, bro.
All right, so they're showing a recap. They got Santana Jackson on there. Bring back Santana Jackson, damn it. You guys talented.
The Michael Jackson ripoff guy.
Yeah.
He's an actual like Michael Jackson impersonator in Vegas.
He's pretty good at it, man.
Yeah.
All right, so he is actually charging admission for this next show, but all you got to bring in is a can of dented Campbell's chicken soup, so you're good.
It's gonna break the bank. I don't know, man. A can of dented fucking dog food. Oh man.
Well, that's a great thing too. Is like I wonder how much people are turning in Campbell's chicken soup at canned food drives after the fucking VP went and said that Campbell's is for poor people and is made with 3D printed chicken.
3D printed chicken.
Did you hear that shit?
No, what happened?
Okay, so the VP got caught, I guess, on candid camera or whatever, and he was saying that Campbell's chicken soup is for poor people. I don't eat that shit. And he said, yeah, it's made with 3D printed chicken.
There's like, I mean, okay, but like, unless they have like chicken technology that we don't know about, I mean.
Well, what they're doing nowadays is they're 3D printing chicken and beef from cells. So no, they've been doing this with they call it lab meat. There's a lot of lab meat being created nowadays to keep up with demand. So it's not real. And I want to say in the early studies that they did, at least for Bill Gates one, that they found that had turbo cancer, you know, from
Jesus.
it. So I don't know. I don't know how it is with the chicken. I don't know what procedures they're using. I just know that that's not farm grown. It's lab grown. and that's what the VP says. Take his word for it. Cool.
Yeah.
Cocaine
like
just chopped him in the face. Vito's beating his ass. Vito's like, hey, bitch, I used to wrestle. Fuck you. He's beating the shit out of Cocaine. Slams him into the side of the fucking urinal door. Yeah. Vito's fucking up, dude. This actually looks like a real beatdown, kind of. Finally, somebody knows how to throw some fucking work punches and do a realistic looking beatdown. Jeez.
They're crisp punches, bro.
They are.
He said drug tested in 5 minutes.
Stephen Flo's running to his aid. All right, we got a tag team match coming up. Just as long as there's rain in Seattle, there will be tag matches on JCW. That's the way it is. I think this is Caleb's stripper music going off. Yeah, okay, it is. So Caleb's walking out with Big Butt Girl.
Cool.
Just call her Big Butt Girl, man. Don't fuck around with names like fucking, what was it, Black Orchid or fucking Black Dahlia, whatever the fuck she calls herself. No, just call her Big Butt Girl, BBG.
That's Big Butt Girl. It's like her gimmick is built in right there, you know?
It's ready to go.
Ready to go.
So I guess he's got 2 lackeys now. He didn't kick off Jeeves into the curb like he should have. I don't. Well, what is the point of Jeeves if you got the fucking hot chick holding your title? I don't. Whatever.
None. There is no point to Jeeves. Oh,
what do you do with Jeeves? Like if you had to keep him in the company, do you make him like the professional janitor? Like have like part-time janitor / guy that gets his ass kicked? Like what do you do with him?
Well, I was thinking of like a spare change gimmick. Spare change. God bless you, brother.
He would be a good bum. He definitely looks like one of the scraggly beach bums we would see.
Yeah. Or the zombies coming out?
It's Cocaine's music playing.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's him and Stephen Flo in a tag team match with Big Butt Girl and Caleb Conley. I don't know. I don't know if this is intergender. Probably not. Probably it's Jeeves.
Yeah, I don't think it is. Oh, he's from Seattle? Oh, shit.
Well, at least it goes with the gimmick.
Oh, there you go. Devil's favorite dealer.
King Marcus said, look at those two balloons bouncing. Good Lord nations from the last would fight wars for less.
Yes.
It's just, that's our people, man. We like meat on our girls. That's what you got here at JCW.
Damn right.
So Caleb is just barking on the mic about holding his hand up. Jeeves is holding his fist up in the air. Little Pee-wee referee is now counting to the outside. Alright, here's Stephen Flo. Finally come down to fuck shit up. He's pissed.
He's not gonna take this shit.
I'm trying to figure out, like, bro. Your gimmick is like a fake grunge rock guitar player. Bring out a rock guitar and use that as a weapon. He should be beating people over the head with a fucking electric guitar, man. That should be dope.
It would be dope. Like I don't know what he's waiting for. Just go for that.
Yeah. We're getting them too many ideas at once. It's idea overload.
Idea overload. Their brains are gonna blow. But damn it, you got to keep up.
Like, what is the point of like this little gay bandana that he has around his neck? What is he like it reminds me of like, remember that gay dog on Family Guy that pissed off Brian? He reminds me of the stupid gay dog.
He's the gay dog. Bro, that's his gimmick. He hits his head and thinks he's a gay dog, bro. We gotta get Cody Rhodes to JCW. It's the only way, bro.
Oh, you said you have a gay dog. That needs my wrangling. Where do I sign?
Oh, man. What could be, but Jay had to fuck up the whole deal.
Well, but that's the problem about Cody Rhodes is he would want to like dominate everybody in JCW and do like 30-minute promos and fucking just he would be like one of those guys that we'd probably see Vince Russo just like push off a building on live TV. Politically in the war of ideas.
It's like, bro, I've had enough of you. Ooh!
Splat. Fatality, bro. All right, Stephen Flo and Cocaine got the Flash win. They beat Caleb and Jeeves.
Stephen Flo.
So they're yelling at Jeeves. I still don't understand why they keep Jeeves around. Just come on, man. Get rid of Jeeves.
You got the big butt chick. You don't need anybody else.
Feed him to the zombies. Do something.
Yeah.
What did they? Okay, they just slapped Jeeves. They slapped him down. They're kicking his ass.
Good.
Brandon the Gamer said, I bet Sami Zayn would love if WWE went to Qatar for WrestleMania, etc. Aren't they going in 2027? I'm pretty sure. Okay, my brother had to bounce out real quick. He'll be right back. Let me go ahead and check that out. I'm going to look for real quick for you, Brandon. I'm pretty sure that that's the case. Okay, so let's see. WrestleMania. All right, we got Big Vito arguing with Vince Russo backstage. This is what I'm talking about, man. They're going at it. Some good acting. Yep, Rida, Saudi Arabia, 2027. So, Sami Zayn is still around by that time. Yeah, he's gonna fucking love it. Let's hope he's not. Brandon, let's put out that energy that he's not in WWE by 2027, or even at anywhere around WrestleMania by 2027. Let's put that energy out there. We don't need that shit. All right, we got Violent J backstage with Vince Russo.
You hear me?
I can. What's up, man?
Cool.
You back? Okay.
I'm back.
Cool. Yeah, it was just covering that WrestleMania is taking place in Saudi 2027. Rida. So if Sami Zayn is still around by that time, he'll fucking love it over there. Let's hope he's not. All right, so they're just showing they're showing recap like for back in the day when Congo Kong used to be the world champion. Yeah, there used to be much darker days in JCW.
Congo Kong is a champion. That's no.
Jeff Hardy.
You don't.
Jeff Hardy. Okay, that should be your champion right there. I mean, sure, he looks cracked out of his fucking head, but hey, you take even a crack Hardy. You take any type of Jeff Hardy you can at that point.
You take star power in any shape, in any form you can get it.
Exactly.
If he looks like a fucking withered up crackhead, damn it, it's what you got to work with.
I mean, shit, like Scott Hall and Jake Roberts couldn't even walk out to most of their indie shows. It don't matter. You give them a wheelchair. Fuck it.
It's star power, damn it. Who cares? They can't walk. Who cares?
Just set them in a chair and put a camera on them. That's all you need.
Yeah.
So they're showing Congo Kong and Willie Mack just fat boy destroy Jeff Hardy. Poor guy. Do you think the favorites I mentioned before, both male and female, are shit? Sometimes I have doubts for myself if you guys or others might like them or not. Can you just go ahead and refresh who we're talking about? I know LA Knight is awesome. Braun Breaker is great. We're definitely behind them. Logan Paul. Raquel Rodriguez, I think, is pretty good out of the newer crop. Who else would you say is pretty good on the main roster right now?
Out of the newer crop? I mean, Roxanne isn't bad.
Yeah, Roxanne's not bad. Liv's cool. I like Liv.
Yeah.
Let me see who else. Miz is cool. R-Truth's cool. I'm sure I'm forgetting a couple people here and there, but for the most part, your list was solid from what I can remember. So, yeah, you got nothing to worry about, Christopher.
No, not at all.
King Marcus said, not sure this was mentioned, but what do you guys think of the Warner Brothers, Netflix, and Paramount controversy? I like it simply for the fact that in a day and age where wrestling is dying, it's definitely something to be talking about. And it's an interesting paradox. You know, what would happen to AEW if Netflix bought Warner Brothers? So and even what happens with Paramount, either way, it's very interesting, and I can't wait to see what happens. So to me, it's more interesting than the Vince McMahon lawsuit because you just hear the same shit over and over and over and over and over. And oh, it got extended. Oh, they need more clarification on this evidence here. Okay, but we're actually going to see something happen within a week or two. So I don't know. It kind of reminds me of the time when WWE got bought out by TKO. You know, it's exciting, and hopefully for a lot better of a reason than TKO. Buying out WWE. Let's just say that much.
Seriously, dude. I mean, this has been fucking brutal with Triple H having the power and just all the shit that he's been doing. It can't go on like this. I mean, literally, it cannot keep going on like this. Even if it does, I don't know how much longer wrestling is going to be a thing.
I've always get the deadline by May. I think they're just letting him work shit through. And I mean, it's going to, don't get me wrong, the ratings are definitely going to suffer heading into next year's WrestleMania. Hopefully they can get a game plan going before that. Hopefully they can bring in Gewurz and bring in Brash and Shawn Michaels. All hands on deck to really try to save Mania and just, shift Triple H in the background in the meantime. I'm the type of guy, I don't have to hear that he's fired. I just want to see him step away in May. That's all I ask.
I know, it's like we're asking too much, We're not. We're just asking for a good show.
Yeah, straight up. So, the Outbreak is chasing Vito. I think they're going to try to eat him.
Good.
Poor Vito. It's goofy, but I like it. It's fun.
It's fun. All right, so Barnabas comes up, takes him away.
He saved the day. They could have been zombie bait if it weren't for Barnabas. Vito is freaking out. What does he have, like a deep fear of fake zombies? Like, What is this?
Yes.
I thought he was a tough Italian gangster. Is Jay going around saying, "Everybody backstage, you gotta be scared of these two fucking skinny meth heads in zombie paint"?
Ah.
Open the damn door! Nobody's opening the door! I can't take it no more! Open the damn door!
Because this Vampiro.
Right.
It brings him into this like really shitty utility office with like a fucking really weak strobe light going off in the background. What is this? Vampiro looks like he has like a retarded gimp finger paint his makeup on for him. It's always just
Ah!
I only got stumped for hand, but I will wait for you.
Yeah, it literally looks like he's been fucking like rolling around in a gutter and like that's his face paint.
And then he just threw some white powder on, just
Good enough.
good enough. So Vito's having a very serious conversation with Vampiro. This is the last time because I just can't take it anymore. This place is crazy. There's zombies trying to eat me. There's whores trying to fuck me. I can't go anywhere without getting my space invaded. What am I supposed to do, Vampiro? The doors keep on locking on me. What is this arena that they're in haunted? What is this?
He just disappeared.
Okay, so Vampiro's still fucking with black magic. He just fucking disappeared in the middle of nowhere. See, that's modern day special effects we don't see on Raw or SmackDown.
That's right. It's larger than life, damn it.
He looks like the maniac version of Roddy Piper if he crawled through a gutter. And had clown paint, like really shitty clown paint on. So, Morale Mike was saying Punk got away more than he deserved and he's mad. Punk's always got to be a victim about something. Even though he's been given everything, he will always find a reason to be a victim. Even though he's been given one of the longest world title reigns in the history of WWE, he will always be a victim. Even though he got to walk out of the company whenever he wanted and come back whenever he wanted, he's still a victim. Even though he's given everything in AEW, including his own TV show, he's still a victim. Nah, CM Punk will always find a way to be the millionaire victim at all times. The only thing I'll give him credit for, I backed off from him for his dog dying. I think that's shameless to come after him for his fucking dog. I'll give him space on that. But no, he's not a great person. Leave it at that.
Yeah, I mean, much sympathy for him and, losing his dog. His dog meant a lot to him, but, we're not talking about the dog. We're talking about Punk and the kind of person that he is and has been throughout his career. We're not, it's like we'll make fun of Punk, but even we have boundaries, Well,
that's why, on this past news, I really, I came across a couple things where I could have mentioned Punk. I just chose to omit them. I'm like, dude, I'm going to give this guy a week. Let him, that dog meant a lot to him. And if you haven't had a pet, you don't know what it's like, man. Losing a pet, it fucking stings, man. It stings a lot worse sometimes than losing an aunt or an uncle or something, somebody that you didn't have a good connection with because you live with that thing. You live with that being. So it becomes a part of your life. So when you lose it, you don't have that part of your life. So yeah, I think it's pretty low to come after somebody's pet. So just me.
Yeah. No, I agree 100% with that.
All right, we got Willie Mack coming at the ringside, wearing his fat cotton candy Willy Wonka jacket. He's facing off against Congo Kong. I guess that's where they're showing the match earlier. Trying to let us know there's history here between these guys. Is this the main event?
I think it is, yeah.
Okay. All right, Too Tough Tony. Is this a triple threat? I have no idea what's going on here. Sucks we never had Cross versus Roman Reigns back in 22. Cross looking at Roman and tapping his watch. Well, and like we covered on the news, I want to say it was a week or two ago, we were covering that Cross said in an interview, he said, the comeback of a certain somebody to the company coincided with that, ruined my plans. I'm not going to name any names, so. Who came back around that time? Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the reasons why we talk shit about Punk, because he's a fucking bitch.
Well, especially to ruin the plans of a guy who they've been building up, like Cross, who's a new star. You've already had your time at the top, motherfucker. You'll get back there. Why can't you fucking let a new guy get his time at the top? Why can't you? That could have been a star-making moment for Cross. Especially since Triple H liked him at the time.
Well, it's all about Punk and what he wants, and because Punk is a fucking... He's proven it. He's a fucking selfish bitch. I mean, much sympathies to him and his dog and what he's going through, but he is still a fucking petty, vindictive, power-hungry little bitch at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. One thing I've said it before on our previous broadcast, I'll just say it again. I love the youth of this crowd. I love the fact that you look at this crowd and it's nothing but youthful faces. Yeah, you see some wrinkles and whatnot, but it's nothing like a WWE or AEW show where it's just a bunch of fat, weird losers. Like, this is like, these are kids, dude. Kids, teens, no, you know what I mean. Like late teens, 20s. Of course, you have to be over drinking age to be here, so...
Right.
Okay, so over 21, damn it.
Yeah.
Over 21. I think, even though I see some that look younger, I think it's like one of those things where they just say, we won't give you any alcohol if you're a certain age. I don't know. It just looks like it looks like there's motherfuckers that are 16 years old in the crowd. I'm just saying.
You gotta. It's like a good mix of like 80% youngalos and then like 20% like old school juggalos.
Yeah, but I love the youth, man. I love it how this is something we don't see usually at indie shows or even at WWE and AEW shows. It's always like a bunch of weird fat losers or fucking soy boys, So to see a bunch of like young people, virile people having a good time, it's a good thing, man. Love it.
It is.
Lord Wally was saying, out of the Vince Cody, out of the impressions you do, I like the Cody and Punk ones. They're just my personal favorites. So
those are mine too. I really love doing those. They're fun.
We got Too Tough Tony wearing his giant lime green JCW jersey. He's locking up with Mr. Happy. Everybody in this match probably has diabetes, but it doesn't stop them from having a great wrestling match, damn it. I don't care if they have to get their fucking big toe cut off. They're fucking great wrestlers.
Yeah, don't let diabetes get in the way of a good match. Come on now.
That's right. Just take your insulin shot and fucking put on a banger.
Give the fans what they want.
That's right. They should have a Snicker bar on a pole match. They would fucking love that shit.
Snicker bar on a pole match. Oh, man, that'd be fucking great.
They would fucking love it. They're hungry, man. Hungry, why wait? Climb the pole and grab it.
Sitting there for you, man. It's right there.
It's right
you
there.
Can have the Snicker bar.
You can eat it. You just gotta get it.
It's right there, man. Right there. You just gotta go get it.
Just go get it. Just climb up the pole, It's a Vince Russo company, so now you gotta do that. So Mr. Happy's no selling shit because he's like fucking 500 pounds of fat motherfucker. He don't have to sell shit. Look at him. He's a walking refrigerator. He's a walking fucking 3-seat sofa, damn it.
3-seat sofa.
He's a fucking walking Buick.
A walking Buick.
That's what it
You can't park your SUV in the ring. What are you doing?
You can't move the moon. That's who he reminds me of. It reminds me of like Tugboat with a mask on. It's fucking awesome.
It is pretty cool. I do like it. It's I mean, with the Mr. Happy gimmick, like to me, it should have been like a psycho guy, but this works.
Yes,
it's all right.
Hey, buddy, I go ahead and shit on street, and if you got a problem with it, I'll kick your ass. Hey.
Roxanne, come here to Daddy Punk.
He just wants to smoke some crack rocket shit in the street, man. Let him pull a Tyrone.
Indian Punk.
But they got some crack.
I love that. I would love that. That'd be fucking cool.
All right, Mr. Happy is tag teaming with the other fat titty man, Congo titties as we call him. He really needs to put like fucking cat o' nine tails on the end of his nipples and use them as weapons or something. Like little like razor blades with like strings tied to them. Damn it. Now you guys are giving me flashbacks of CM Punk. Oh. Where is that guy, CM Punk? You need to come back, man. We haven't seen you in a while.
Miss Simpa. We miss Simpa.
Yeah.
So we got Willie Mack having a match with Congo Titties and Mr. Happy, and yeah, I'm not digging this match so far.
Well, that's the whole thing. Is I didn't mind Mr. Happy and Congo Titties when they were beating people up in the back. I think they're perfect for that, but I don't want to see them have a shitty wrestling match. Like, and I don't want to see two tough Tony fucking bro punch fists. You know, like when you go up to a bro and they don't like do a full fist bump, but they do that like hammer.
Oh yeah,
he does hammer fist bumps, but they're like punches to the head. It's I don't know. It's damn it. I guess it's better than what we see on WWE. I'll give him that. I love the flaming meteorite. That move is fucking sick.
Yeah, that's cool. That's original.
Yes. Okay, so speaking of something interesting, apparently, what was it? Jelly Roll was on Joe Rogan, and he was saying that he just recently started seeing color again because he had so much inflammation from all the sugar he was eating.
Oh Jesus, real damn.
Yeah. Well, because I've heard of, like a couple people, mention that before, that everything turns gray over time, or like they've been noticing shit turns gray. Is it because of inflammation? Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, it could be inflammation. It could be not diabetic neuropathy, but no, I guess that would be that the diabetes damages the nerves in the eyes. From what I think that's one of the things that can happen.
Yeah. So
wow,
crazy. Yeah.
Crazy.
All right, bam, flaming meteorite. Mr. Happy
Boom.
got hit. Pin that bitch. 1, 2, 3. All right. Jasmine St. Clair is just in disbelief. When is she going to realize, hey, I'm a hot former porn star. When am I going to stop rolling with these two fat fucking losers and get some winners?
That's right. Like I like at some point, I think they gotta end the Monster Factory because it's, in my opinion, it sucks.
Well, she needs a bunch of fucking juice dudes. Like, get people like Shane Mercer in there. Bring back fucking Reno Scum. They're fucking juiced out of their fucking heads. Just anybody who's like fucking a big juice dude, bring him in. Fuck it.
Yeah, why not?
Hammerstone would be fucking great in that stable.
He'd be funny on the mic.
Yeah.
He's like Brock Lesnar with a lisp.
And that's the thing, too. Is like, he's one of those guys, he doesn't even have to talk. If they want him to talk, you get your last, but he's a big, intimidating guy that I'm really shocked that none of the big leagues have taken a role on him. TNA had him for a bit, and they fucking didn't use him at all. It was stupid.
Yeah, that was really, really stupid. I think it was Scott D'Amore that had him.
Yep. And here's the trip. Didn't he go back and work for Maple Leaf?
I think he did, yeah.
Good Lord. He's a glutton for punishment. He's the same motherfucker that went back to MLW after they had him in that stupid-ass contract.
The marks never learn.
Nope. All right, Jasmine is, I guess, stripping in the ring now?
Okay.
She's literally stripping in front of the fans, okay?
Take it off. Take it off.
Look at these fans. Look at what you get live at ringside for free at an ICP JCW show. You get a former porn star who's still in great physical shape, literally getting buck fucking naked in the ring. What other company is doing this?
Oh my God.
I mean, shit, how many other porn stars of her heritage, were in still great shape like that,
Not many. I mean, I've seen some fucking porn stars that look like, ugh.
I mean, shit, even Jenna Jameson's like, shit, what the fuck happened? Yeah.
It's like, no, not like this. No.
Nah, it's like, Jenna, you're looking like a melted Barbie. Looks like you put a Barbie in the microwave. Not looking good.
No.
All right, he's going for the rolling senton fat fuck splash. Boom. They got destroyed. MM was saying, like, imagine Cross Scarlett slowly face her tweener, Roman and Bloodline attack Cross. As Cross is knocked out, Scarlett gets on Cross, shielding him. Roman and Bloodline, they back off with boos, and you suck from the crowd. I'd say they go ahead and fucking, you want the heel heat? Have them rip Scarlett off and fucking put her through a table.
Right. Absolutely.
That'd be great. That gets, don't get me wrong, your way definitely gets most people pissed off, but if you want the real heat that's going to get people to take Bloodline as badass fucking assholes, that's what you got to do, man. You got to fucking put Scarlett through a table. She can take the bump. She's legit. So I say fucking go for it.
Yeah, I mean, she could take the bump. I mean, why not go for it? So totally.
Absolutely. All right, yeah, they're just getting fat fucked up here by Mr. Happy and Congo Titties. Jay, why do you like these guys so much?
They make me look good by comparison.
I guess so. Hey, isn't that crazy too? A lot of porn stars fucking do singing on the side. Remember Candy Kane? She's like a fucking jazz piano singer, plays with her boobs. It's like, what the hell, man?
Okay, I mean, it's something, you know?
Yeah.
Somebody else jump behind the wheel and run it into a wall. That's how it feels, Jeff. And I'm not gonna have it for long. I'm gonna tell you.
All right. Vito is eyeing Jay. He sees him. And they're throwing down. But the camera goes off the air for whatever. Damn it. How you gonna do that? How are you gonna do that? How are you gonna go off the air like that, bro? Well, how you not gonna show us the fight, bro?
It's called a cliffhanger, bro. Bro.
You would think that they would, especially with the acting background, the not being accepted as an actor, but you can at least fit in pro wrestling. Why not,
Totally.
You have a fair point, Bullseye. I can't deny that porn is sin, and that you should stay away from it. More so, we're just saying Jasmine St. Clair, I think, is a perfect fit for JCW. So, give her that.
Well, yeah, it's like JCW is kind of doing the like edgy, adult-oriented kind of stuff. So it's like, there it makes sense.
Yeah, and I think it's been a long time since she did porn. I mean, we're just... I haven't seen a Jasmine St. Clair film, and it's been a while. Like, I don't know when she last did a film. I'm just saying she did film at one time. So, leave it at that.
Yeah.
MM Garza said, that'll put Cross really angry, and he takes Bloodline one by one, sending a message to Roman. Have Cross really want to destroy Roman, and every time he faces Roman, he brawls with him. I think it should be one of those things where he's not allowed to get to Roman. Roman should be almost like that untouchable boss in a video game where he has to go through all the fucking henchmen before he ever gets close to him. And yeah, it should be like, Roman... At the very end, he finally gets to him, like a pay-per-view or whatever. But it should be like to the point where he's just sending waves away. Like send the Usos after him, send Tama Tonga after him, send Solo Sikoa. Just like constant like bodies coming after him that he has to take out. And that way it fuels the storyline and keeps it going,
Oh, totally. No, there needs to be a like trials and tribulation. There's got to be like a fucking obstacle in the way. You know what I mean?
Totally. And that's how I feel, too, about this last episode, if we're going to give a brief review on it. I think I might have overrated a little bit, just because we saw something fresh and interesting. I gave it a 10 out of 10. In retrospect, I'll give last week about a 9, maybe an 8.5 out of 10. This week, I'm going to give it about a 7.5.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, not as good as the last week episode, for sure. Like, why do you feel that way? Like, what made it down, in your opinion?
There wasn't enough of a continuation of the story for me to really care, because they ended it last week with Violent J being taken out, being sent home by Russo. It would have been nice if there was some sort of continuation where they explain that Jay, he's why he's back in the building and why he's working with Russo again. I don't feel like they did a good enough job with that. I feel there was too much match work, too much emphasis on the tag team wrestlers. Not enough on just, you need to build more stars. I think they're trying with James Storm and Kerry Morton, which is cool. I like that. They need to give up trying to build up people like Willie Mack. He's just that good veteran that's there to kind of like build up other stars. Same thing with Ninja Mac too. It's a lot of just Russo working with Jay's favorites. I don't expect for every week to be great, but I'll put it this way: it's still at least more watchable than anything else out there. So, yeah.
That's true, and I feel the same way too. Because yes, there's nitpicks that we could have about the show, but overall, that was more entertaining than Raw, SmackDown, TNA, AEW, MLW, NWA, you name the company. That was more entertaining.
Well, what bugs me too is that the way they went off was kind of like not well executed, especially with the weird cutaway. And I don't like it how they made Vito look weak against the Outbreak, and like how he was scared that he was going to get eaten by these fake zombies. Like, how am I supposed to take you seriously as this tough gangster dude when you're getting scared of two fucking skinny meth heads in makeup.
No, totally.
You know?
And like I feel the same way. That it's like, how can we take him seriously if he's getting his ass kicked like that? I felt like today's episode, it lacked that. Because and maybe what it was is it was like the anticipation of the debut of Vince Russo. I think what they got to do going forward is really do a better job of like hyping up that adult appeal, like hyping up that like something big is going to happen at the end of the show. And I think that's what was missing from this episode is like the lack of anticipation. It was just there, you know. Not to say it was bad, but it was just there. There was not that anticipation, in my opinion, building throughout the show.
Well, and I'm glad to see James Storm being built up, but I think they should build up more single stars. Like Shane Mercer, I don't think that they helped him out getting jobbed out to Ninja Mac. He's somebody who they should be building up because at least he takes himself seriously, hits the gym. And even with Matt Cross isn't the most entertaining guy, but at least he hits the gym. They need to be showcasing more people on their show that at least look like wrestlers. It's fine to have those misfits, so to speak, because it's an ICP company, but at the same time, you definitely need more marketable people. So yeah, bringing in Cross would be fucking great. Bringing in Scarlett would be great. People like Hammerstone would be great. Mic workers like Enzo would be great. Attractive females like Shotzi and Priscilla Kelly, that'd be great too. I think right now the most improvement needs to be done in the male singles division. Don't worry about tag team division. You could bring in a couple chicks here and there, but for the most part, I would like to see like 5 to 10 decent male wrestlers brought in to kind of help out the singles division.
For sure, yeah, they got to bring in some people to help out. Yeah, man, I agree with you. I think this episode, like if I'm being fair, like a 7.5.
That's what I feel. I feel it's like about a solid 7, and a lot of it just has to be they didn't bring it like last week, and I don't expect for every week to be great, man. You do what you can do, especially with working with the talent and the roster that you are. But I think even with that, he's making strides. You can't expect for all this to be done overnight, man. No. Even the fact that he's calling out Cross and Scarlett right now, that was like it had to be taped at least a month and a half ago. Is very cool. So just saying.
No, it was very cool. Like I did appreciate that, but I do feel like if you're gonna do this, you gotta have something like what do I need to stay to the end of the show to see? You know, like what is that one thing that you planted at the beginning of the show that I need to stay the entire episode to see at the end? Like I feel like they got to do a better job of that going forward, and maybe he will. You know, because all these are written pre-taped in advance, so maybe they'll correct that and go back and fix it. But yeah, not the best episode. Better than a lot of their other episodes, but not the best.
Yeah, because in retrospect, before that, most JCWs would be on average about a 4 or 5 before Russo came along. And the reason why is because Jay, he's got a good vision for indie wrestling, but unfortunately he wants to be well respected by all these other indie companies, so he gives them the extra long matches, he gives them the work rate, or at least tries to. He's very, very just dedicated to that, and I think that's something that, like, Russo has had to step in and kind of help him out with. Be like, no, fuck pleasing the indies. That's not the way to do. Fuck pleasing WWE. Stand out. Be the one the one indie company that stands out from all this match garbage.
And I feel like that's where Violent J fucked up throughout all this time and said, you know, he wanted to be accepted. And it's like, you should be ideally bringing fans from wrestling over into ICP. And vice versa. You know, it's like that's what I feel like JCW can be. And so I feel like with what Jay wanted to do, like Jay really missed the boat on using all of the IP that he already had, like, you know, intellectual property, like the characters, the music, all that to his advantage to really help them stand out and be a, you know, JCW should not be another indie show. It should be a wrestling show for juggalos.
And I don't know what's up behind that. I don't know if there's shit that's owned by Island Records or whatever, Def Jam. I don't fucking know any of the legalities going on with that. All I know is we'll see improvements, and I think we'll see Russo bring out more of that creativity out of Jay. We've always known that he's a very creative guy. I think these two working together are going to bring out the best out of both of them. So let's just be patient on it. It's still very early in development. King Marcus said JCW wrestlers need to build a better physique, focus more on their in-ring psychology, and continue with the gimmicks. Hopefully Russo can enhance them. And that's the biggest thing, too, about JCW is they're juggalos, man. Most of these wrestlers back there, they're juggalos. And what's the thing about juggalos? They're very body positive. If you've ever been to a gathering or an ICP show, you see juggalos of all type. You see skinny motherfuckers and you see fat motherfuckers. And then you see every once in a while just a guy that kind of looks normal. But for the most part, it's one or the other. They're very body positive. So yeah, you get that mix of skinny motherfuckers like Cocaine and Stephen Flo, and then you get the fat motherfuckers like Congo Titties and Mr. Happy. You get that even mix. Those are juggalos, man. But no, I know what you mean. They do definitely need to take some sort of like training coach, somebody that can really help them, whip them into shape and motivate them. I think, you know what? I think honestly a lot of them are probably more motivated since Russo's bringing more eyeballs. I would know if I were an indie wrestler that was working for JCW and beforehand they were getting maybe on a good day 40 live views, and they brought it up to fucking, what is it, 1.5?
Almost 1.6, or no, over 1.6, I think.
Bring it up to 1.6? You bring it up that much? That's going to make me take myself... at that point, I would be like, yo, I only got a little bit of money left, but I got to waste that money for a gym membership, for supplements, and for a tanning bed. You know? You got to make sure that you look like a wrestler on TV, man.
Well, and that's another thing that wrestlers should do, like, and don't take offense to it, like, invest in yourself. Like, when you invest in your physique and you invest in your character, you invest in your ring gear, you're investing in yourself. It's an investment in your business. Like, I feel like so many wrestlers out there feel like the only thing that matters is my in-ring ability. And ultimately, I think that's because a lot of, you look at WWE, look at what Triple H has done to WWE.
Peer
when he
pressure.
made it a fucking, the peer pressure to make it a matchmark fest. And so if everything is a matchmark fest and promos don't matter, character doesn't matter, charisma doesn't matter, looking like a star doesn't matter, you could go out there like Shinsuke Nakamura with your fucking Japan, Peru indie cred. They look at that and they go, oh, well, okay, well, if Shinsuke and Sami Zayn can do it, I can do it too. That's the problem here, is that we have too many people in wrestling that don't fit the fucking part, and there are too many of them that are in the business now.
Well, what it shows me is a severe lack of discipline. When I see somebody that doesn't have the discipline to work out, and then they have terrible promos, and then they botch in the ring, and they have bad psychology, it shows me that Triple H doesn't care about making superstars. He cares about getting hugs and being liked in the back. That's why he's not rough on anybody. I mean, that's the thing. It's like with Vince, he would put that coal through the fire to see if he could make a diamond. He would crush that shit to make a fucking diamond. And he would see a lot of times they would just crumble to coal. But there are a couple that became diamonds, like John Cena, for example, like Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton. You know, Vince McMahon, he had that ability because he didn't care about that. He didn't have that ego mindset of, oh, I'm the great Triple H. Nobody can surpass my legacy in pro wrestling. He didn't give a shit about that. He's just like, no, I want to make some marketable stars so I could get people to fucking go to my shows and pay me more money. There's a difference between a matchmark like Triple H and a businessman like Vince McMahon. He made an empire. Triple H ruined it.
Well, Triple H didn't build anything. All Triple H did is he took money from his father-in-law to build NXT Black and Gold. He inherited this fucking roster and a lot of this when he took over the creative for WWE. It's like, what has he built on his own? Nothing.
Well, even NXT was a money pit for all those that say, he gave like Black and Gold bangers. Well, you obviously didn't see the financials from back then because it was a $50 million money pit. And that was working with Full Sail University, where he got interns to do free camera work, free housing of everything in the production-wise. He had producers just doing it for fucking intern credits. He didn't pay nobody. Barely paid the fucking wrestlers. Yet somehow he was $50 million in the hole every year. Where the fuck was that money going? Is NXT a laundry process? Like, what the fuck are they laundering? What is going on?
I mean, what I think it was is probably they wrote it off on their taxes as a loss. So they were able to deduct like $50 million a year every year because of NXT. I think that's probably what it was.
Yeah, it just really feels like some sort of money laundering was going on there, man. Just with how much was getting spent, and you had to know that all the costs were being covered for the most part, whether it be by WWE or by Full Sail. All he really had to do was just show up and say, you and you have a match. Yeah, almost an hour. Okay, good. Card's done.
Fill it out. Fill out the show.
Especially back in the 1 hour days. Back in the
fuck.
1 hour days, you'd be lucky to see fucking 3 matches. If you saw 3, you'd be like, whoa, he's really treating us tonight.
Well, and that's the thing, is like it's so overhyped, and we bring up Triple H because, like, ultimately, like, as WWE goes, so too does the industry for, most cases. And it's sad. It's sad that this fucking big-nosed dumb motherfucker is tanking the entire fucking industry. But the good news is that you got more and more fans calling him out now, more than ever. And it's going to get, honestly, I believe it's going to get to a point where the rubber is going to hit the road. They're going to need ratings. You're going to have executives complaining, and he's going to be forced to go. I'm starting to believe now that that's going to be the case. And that's probably going to happen even before they sell to Saudi.
Remember when we were recovering NXT? We're like, how bad is it? We got to go back and watch it. So they open it up with a fucking 20-minute Andrade promo on an hour-long show.
Oh,
he's such an asshole. Like, and what made it even worse is you have people like JD. Fucking Andrade's the future. He's gonna be at WrestleMania, Bruce. Hold the fucking gold. It's like, asshole.
Well, and that's the thing, is he should know better. He should know better about what draws and what's not going to draw. Andrade was never going to be a draw. Anybody who thought that he was going to be a draw, I don't know, man. Like, you should have known better. I'll put it that way. I'll be nice.
He can't talk.
Right.
It's as simple as that. How you gonna draw if he can't talk?
He has fists on his knee pads. Oh, he's impressive. No, he fucking sucked. He was banging a fucking ugly dude in Charlotte. No.
So does that mean he punches you in the face with his knees?
Yes.
What the fuck? What type of fucking Chuck Norris bullshit is that?
I know, right?
Okay.
Well,
I'm sorry. Go for it. What's up?
No, you're good, man. No, it's just like you see where the problems are in the wrestling business, and with JCW, there's a lot of potential. There really is. I think Russo's still got to work a lot of the kinks out of it. And look, I think that it doesn't help JCW if you just overly praise it nonstop. If you just say, "Oh, 10 out of 10 show, that was amazing. Every show is a 10 out of 10." Like, if you really want to help JCW, start giving them ideas. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, they will probably look at, like, hear it and say, hey, that's a good idea. Maybe we'll implement it. Like, I genuinely believe that the Hatchet Mania idea, look, I mean, you're doing Gathering of the Juggalos. JCW, if you want to get them to the next level, they need to have that big once-a-year show. There you go,
Right. Dark Carnival match, man. Consider it. Consider it. No, there's a lot of great ideas where they could really break it open and have a great time with it, man. And I think we're going to see those ideas implemented in the future. Just the fact that he brought up Cross and Scarlet. And we had mentioned that a long time ago. Think about that. That episode that we just watched had to be taped at least a month and a half ago. And he was bringing that up. Who knows what he's going to bring up a month from now?
Well, and who knows? Maybe they show up.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, shit, they're working everywhere else on the indies. Why wouldn't they show up at JCW,
Yeah, why not? I mean, like, why wouldn't she work at JCW? And the same thing for, like, Priscilla Kelly, shots like that's the one thing I don't understand with Priscilla Kelly.
No, Priscilla Kelly did work for, actually, that's one thing that I try to keep on letting people know, because they're like, sign Gigi. She did work for them. Actually, during the last Gathering of the Juggalo show that they did, she came in and she put over Alice Crowley. So... They have used her. They've used her before. They should bring her back. She would definitely be a good fit. For whatever reason, she's just doing shit in GCW. I'm like, no, dude, no, fuck that.
I fucking hate GC. Like, what a waste of a fucking company. It's like they have this, like, their shows suck.
They're getting better. Well, one thing I like about JCW is they have been GCW. My bad. Is that they have been trying to do a little bit more storytelling. I do like the death matches. I like the vulgar promos. They have a roster problem, much like JCW. Everybody looks like they're not much of a wrestler, but they do have a couple charismatic people here, and they're mostly the women. So, I've always said that the heart and soul of GCW right now is probably the women wrestlers that they have, because they have a lot that are pretty marketable. So, but other than that, it's when they're pushing a fucking just untalented asshole like Effie as their champion, I can't take them seriously. Like, their male division is such garbage, man. Like, there's a couple of decent ones. Like, I think Atticus Cogar, he's decent. But for the most part, I think most of their men's division is they're just slobs, dude. They're just garbage. When Sean Ross Sapp can out-wrestle your world champion, it ain't worth the fucking LGBTQ rub, buddy. It ain't fucking worth it. Whoa, he's a fucking real SJW warrior because he wrestles women? That makes me, to me, he's just a gay Joey Ryan, I'm sorry, go for it.
Well, and what rub are you getting with Effie? Like, seriously, like, what?
According to his podcast, he's the guy that turned down multiple TNA and WWE deals to stay in GCW and be their top guy. No,
What
it's
a moron.
because you're a balding dork that nobody wants to sign. Fuck off.
And has no talent.
Well, my whole thing about I don't give a fuck if he's gay. My whole thing
No.
is it shows me he doesn't have much of a character because he had to make his whole character. Hey, I'm Mr. Gay Man. Hey, look, I even come out to Elton John because I have nothing else about me. Hey, I wear pantyhose and I kiss dudes. Okay, what else is about you? There's a guy in Japan that does the same shit that you do. The fat fucking Charlie Brown motherfucker from DDT. It's like, what does he do that's different or groundbreaking or new or cool? Even his finisher is called the Zack Ryder. I'm not even joking. It's called the Zack Ryder. There's no originality about this guy.
No, and this is the part. Like, this is not gay bashing. This is not us being.
It has
mean
nothing
gay.
to do with it has nothing to
No.
do about his sexuality. I'm trying to say he literally makes his whole entire gimmick Mr. Gay Man. Great. I don't care if you're gay. I want to see your talent, which is none.
Right. I mean, and you pointed it out perfectly. Like, when Sean Rice Sapp can get in the ring and put on a better match than this guy, just wrap it up. Like, at that point, just wrap up your career at that point. Give it up. You fucking just Effie needs to admit one fucking day that he sucks. He needs to wake up one day and just look in the mirror and go, wow, I really do suck. Maybe I should stop wrestling if this Sean Rice Sapp guy is better than me.
Hey, at least you didn't have to see when Effie and Joey Janela were invading JCW. That was fucking, dude.
God.
Those are hard times watching JCW. Me and the other fucking 5 fans watching that shit, having to see fucking Joey Janela and Effie show up and beat the shit out of everybody at JCW. I was like, damn you, Jay! It's not worth the rub, bro.
Damn it, we need the gay indie cred. We need it.
No,
it's not helping, but we need it.
No, like, get Marco Stunt on your show. Fuck it. Get Anthony Bowen on your show. At least he can actually wrestle.
Fucking Marco, cut that fucking goof.
He's over in Memphis Wrestling now. Oh, by the way, folks, we're going to be giving you another Tearing Up the Indies, Ripping Up the Indies for that matter, next week. And our new target will be Memphis Wrestling. So if you haven't seen what Memphis Wrestling looks like, yeah, it's definitely worthy of it. Let's just say that much.
It's a Fed. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Jerry Lawler owns that Fed. Am I right about that?
I don't know. I just know it was resurrected from the dirt, and they brought it back, and it's filmed inside a fucking Easter Blue office, like maybe capacity of 20. They have a wrestling ring in there. They have like a little fucking table where this dude and his big titty wife call the action, and then they just have wrestlers that literally look all like they work in a fucking, like a country fried buffet. You know, like one of those fucking just beef barbecue spots where everybody's either like super fucking fat or skinny. So it's like JCW. What can I say?
It's like JCW. Dude, the one fucking like redneck guy in the overalls with the slack jaw. That was great. Oh my God.
They need to have them every episode. Oh, Memphis.
Call like Slackjaw McGraw or something like that. I don't know.
Have him as an on-screen character, yeah. No, so like, yeah, in Memphis Wrestling, that they don't have much. They got Aaron Roberts, who's like 400 pounds and has D-cup titties. Who else did they have? Like, I'm trying to think of all their big stars.
Well, and that's the thing is, like, every once in a while they'll bring in a big name that you heard. Like, they'll bring in like a Vicky Guerrero or a Jerry Lawler or a Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, Violent J. They'll bring in these big names from time to time, but usually it's like a bunch of fucking like skinny people, fat people, like people you never heard of. Some of them have potential, you know. Some of them may have potential. Who knows?
Well, there's a little bit of charisma on Memphis, at least in the mic
Sure.
skill. Like, there's a couple people that can work the mic, so I'll give them that. But other than that, man, it's just, it's such a Kentucky Fried Indie.
It is a Kentucky Fried Indie. Like, I did watch the Halloween episode. You have Vicky Guerrero coming out there just as Corella DeVille, and they're fucking like her like 4 IQ like partner, like single digit IQ redneck partners, like, yeah, and we castrate all the dogs. We get him and we cut their you know what's off.
Oh yeah,
what the fuck am I watching?
Oh yeah, you're talking about the dog catcher guy that comes around with the big net. Yeah, he's fucking great, man. Yeah, make dog catcher your world champion. And now they got Marco Studd as a mentor backstage. How could you look up to Marco Studd? He's 5'4". What
You have to look down to him.
Was he standing on a fucking stack of books? How does this work out?
Well, he's got like this like little kid. Like he's just like, honestly, he could pass as like a little kid. He's just like some little kid that wants to be a wrestler who's like 30 years old. Like I feel bad for him. He's got the like fucking like Andy Galfin or whatever. Who the fuck was that?
Benjamin Button.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Andy Milanakis, I think it is. Andy Minkus, as we call him. So
You guys, okay, you guys.
You guys, Gunther the best wrestler ever, okay? He's the retire John Cena, okay? If you got a fucking problem with it, you're a fucking idiot, okay?
That's another character that I miss doing, Andy Minkus.
Andy Minkus is. I miss the interviews with Andy Minkus. I heard one time they were gonna do an interview with CM Punk, and it almost happened, but then it didn't. So just saying.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, what could you imagine how the interview would have gone?
Punk would have pissed him the fuck off, and they probably would have ended up fighting. And then Punk would have broken his hand on Andy's head, and then Andy would have laughed on it and probably pissed on him after that. So who knows?
Like, okay, you guy, I never wash my face again. You guys, okay? I got Punk piss on my face, okay? No, you cannot taste it.